Hello, beautifuls. Hello, beautifuls. So, please tell me I got mine. I do. I'm on my way to work. On my way to work. Looking real. Are they twins? The twins. It's funny to see twin grown people. Okay. So, I was having a conversation with my cousin. And the conversation was, what was the conversation? The conversation was what to do. Well, not really what to do, but trying to come up with things in your life that you want to do, right? Hey, shoot, man, where's my glass? Where's my shades? So, because lately it's been like a grind. It's been work, family, work, kids, work, kids, work, kids. What to do? What else is there? What can you do? You know what I mean? Y'all, please excuse my nasty looking coat. I was trying to look for my work coat, but just didn't have time. Excuse me. Put my glasses on. That's better. Y'all, because the sun is just crazy today. So, I was telling her, like, everybody got something that they have a gift to do. Or what I'm saying, not to do, but have a gift. You know what I'm saying? So, your gift could be writing, singing, dancing, good with children, something that makes you really feel good. But sometimes we get so caught up into the corporate world, the 9 to 5, that we forget to really just relax. So, I said to myself, I'm going to make it. First of all, there's a lot of changes that I have to make in my life. Number one, I have to really, number one is God. I really need to spend more time with the Lord. I need to, whether it's in church or at home, in scripture, in prayer, on my face, I need to spend more time with God. Number two, I feel like far as my daughter, like she's getting older, like she's stepping out of now the 2 into merging into 3, where she knows what she's doing. She's very intelligent, and as a mom, I feel like I need to give the best. I need to start like really like cooking gourmet meals, or you know what I'm saying, something that's very good for her system as well as mine. I have to change my eating habits. I don't know what it is, but I guess when you hit 35, you not digesting things that you're used to digesting when you were like 17, 18. Like the other day, y'all, I had some Sprite. Hold on. Let me just juice up real quick. I had some Sprite, right? And as soon as I drank it, it just felt like I drank some acid. Like it just went down. Like I was like, oh God, I had to run and drink some water. I'm not like a soda drinker anyway, but lately it's been like I have to sit up before I go to bed. I'm like, wait. I'm only 35. But then I realized, Mona, this is the time where your parents, your father, and other people that start having little teeny issues when they hit like 35, 36, 37. Not saying that these youngins not having issues, because these youngins don't even eat healthy. I remember what real chicken used to taste like, back in the day. Now you got all of these hormones and all this type of stuff that's in the food, and it's like, okay, if you trying to keep this 1982 model up, honey, you gonna have to put the best gas in it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I need to really change my habits and what I'm eating. Pizza, donuts, chocolates, candies, gummy bears. That's not gonna do. It needs to, you either gonna be in or out. You can't be halfway, because I don't eat meat anymore. But I still eat pizza that had pepperoni on it, so I take the pepperoni on it. I eat meat and I eat the pizza. That's not making any sense. So I have to change that. But it's other things too that I'm like, okay, I want to do other things as well. And me and my cousin was talking about that, like things that make you happy. Like what makes you happy. You know, when before I met my ex-husband, ex-husband, whatever you want to call him, I was into music. So I enjoyed getting on the mic. I enjoyed making tunes. But then I don't know what it was. I was one of those people where I enjoyed making music and I enjoyed performing. But then when they kept requesting me to perform, I was like, I don't feel like it. And my husband would be like, come on, babe. And I'm like, all right, fine. But sometimes I just didn't feel like it. Sometimes I just want to make music. Like when we had our house, I had a studio in our basement. And I would just go down there, I'll sip with some wine and be harmonizing on the mic, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Or writing something that really means something to me. So now I'm getting back into that. And I'm trying to incline an activity I can do. You know, not only that, I need to work out, eat. I need to start, honestly, I need to get out of the routine of the meals that I've been cooking lately. SpaghettiOs for my daughter is in peas on the side because it's green. It's just not going to do. I need to really start cooking. I do. And so I'm on this whole venture in like finding myself. I guess I am. I wouldn't say I'm finding myself, but it's just like, Mona, what do you like doing? Like, what do you like doing? Tell me, what is it that you like doing? I'm sure it's something that you enjoy doing, but you probably haven't did it in a long time, or you feel like, oh, that's for the birds or whatever. You know, when I first got into like music, you know, I wanted to make it, you know, in the industry until I realized that it's corrupt. And in order for you to make it, you got to sell your soul. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So, but I enjoy still making music. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy listening to something. And I even told my cousin, like, I said this last year and I didn't do it, but I still want to go to a ballet. I want to dress in a nice gown and sit at the balcony with my little binoculars. All because, you know, when I was little, I always wanted to do that. I seen it on like movies, and I said, oh, look at those gowns. So I've always wanted to do that. You know, not bothering anyone. Go to an opera. I may not understand a daggone thing they say, but daggone it, I got my rubies on. Even though they may not be real, if you understand what I'm saying. But I can enjoy it. You know, yes, I know that the Lord is coming back. Yes, I know that the rapture can happen any day. But the Lord also says, be happy in the day that we have. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. We are supposed to live a life abundantly. You know what I'm saying? Happily. Everywhere. Sometimes I had to turn off my YouTubes. And I'm not going to say unsubscribe to certain people. But I'm like, I don't feel like listening now today. It's like everything you say is just gloom and doom. Just smile for a little bit? Or are you saying in order for us to even smile or crack a smile or even laugh is when we get to heaven? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, y'all. Live a little. Sorry, y'all. I'm just saying, can I just have fun? You know, I'm looking forward to getting a house. I'm looking forward to my huge house with my huge backyard where my dog can roam, cookouts, you know. I'm looking forward to hearing laughter. And I'm going to tell you something, too. I remember when I wanted to have a baby so bad. I was like, I want to hear the pat her little feet. The other day, Symphony was running all over the place. And all you could hear was tick, 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 tick. And I'm like, wow, this is what I wanted to hear. And I hear it all through this place right now. So, you know, even in the now, I enjoy the things that I have. You know, even though I'm not where I think I ought to be. But if you are in a place right now, just make the best of it. Learn to smile and laugh. Learn to chill back. Learn to just, have fun. You know, whatever you like to do. It's, you know, life is not about, you know, right now everybody gets up right now. As you can see, everybody's going in the same, I had a song, rush hour in the same direction. You know, everybody's going in the same direction to work. Everybody's going to clock in and clock out and go head in the opposite direction back home. and start it all over again. But the thing is, I honestly believe in the next couple of years, it won't even be like this. Like the whole workplace was going to be transformed into something totally different. So it's like time doesn't wait for anyone. Them gray hairs that you get, honey, and more gonna come. So it's like you might as well have fun if it's right in God's eyes. You see what I'm saying? If it's right in his eyes. But y'all, so that's what I said I'm gonna do. I'm going to, starting today, I'm going to cut out all sugars except, and I said except for my coffee, until I can find something to replace my coffee. So I'm going to start my juicing today. I really have to go on this, not because, oh, I want to lose weight. It's because I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to really feel it. The cranks and, you know what I'm saying? And if you in your 30s, you feeling it too. Don't act like, man, I don't know what you talking about. One day you wake up like, oh, she was right. It's time to start eating healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because diabetes, people that are diabetics, I mean, this thing is growing rapidly. People got heart conditions and stuff, and people are dying out here very young. I mean, in their early 20s. So I just got to start doing that, because when you feel good, when your health is good, you feel good. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to perform. You're able to perform. I was just saying to myself too that I need not to worry either, because whatever God gives you, whatever he blesses you with, you're going to be able to keep it. You're going to be able to hold it, you know. But at the same time, remember that all things come to an end. So even if you've been at your job for 50 years, it's time for you to retire, baby. On to the next. Because, you know, the other day I had to, you know, they try to send fear, like, what if this job doesn't, whatever. And I'm like, you're doing good now. God is blessing you now. And it had me thinking, like, you know, I got to make sure I'm on top of my tithes, because the Lord says when you take care of his stuff, he going to take care of your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm trying to make sure everything in my life is not lacking because of my stupidness, my foliness, my ignorance, my what's the word, me just ignoring things. You know, I just want everything to be I just want everything to be right. I feel like at this age I should be better, and I shouldn't be messing up on things that I know better about, if you understand what I'm saying. My credit score, y'all, went up almost over 100 points, and it's because I said, you know what, this is what I want to do, because when come time, when I go to get my house, credit is not going to be an issue. It's not. They're going to look and be like, well, daggone, which one do you want? But I noticed too, like at first, the price range in the house that I was looking for, I was looking at a low bar. You know, now I'm like, no, I want that house right there. Because I'm like, God, you can make it happen. And you know that God is with you when he starts opening doors, and they start opening, like, really, how can I say, they start opening effortlessly. You're like, dang, Lord, how did I get here? How did I get in here? You know, and you know when he closes doors when they don't open. Like with my marriage, you know, I prayed. And I just felt like, Lord, how come you ain't, maybe he just like, Mona, I got something else for you to do. Because everything else that I prayed for started to come into play. Excuse me, y'all. So, if you notice things are not moving in an avenue, just wait. Sometimes you may say, well, I wanted this job. Y'all, let me tell you something. I was going to choose a job where I was going to be driving forever. And I'm like, Lord, just if you could just give me, God knows what you want. And God, when you ask God to pick it out for you, he'll give you something better. You'll be like, these are better than the ones, these are better than the ones that I wanted. The Lord, like, I know you. I'm the one who created you. I know your taste, honey. I'm the one who put the taste in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever it is that you're trying to get or go for or want, put it before the Lord and say, Lord, you know what type of house I want. But I know you got better taste than me. Can you pick my house out for me? And he will, y'all. So it's like that's what I'm on right now is my credit and getting this house. And I'm hoping to be in a house this year. Amen. I am. I'm hoping, because I'm like, I would never ever put myself in a situation where somebody has the authority other than if it's the mortgage company to tell me to kick rocks. I don't want to ever be there ever again. When they dangle a carrot in your face and be like, ha ha ha, it wasn't yours, it was ours the whole time. I can laugh at it now, because my mother-in-law would come over our old house and be like, oh, I like your grass. And I'd be like, she complimented me on my grass because I went and hired this company to make sure that grass was like green, blue, like that grass. I made sure they did a treatment that when you pulled up, the grass looked green, honey. She's like, like your grass. The whole time she was meaning translation, I like my grass, but I'm going to say I like your grass, because for real, this belongs to me. You're just in it. But I'm going to just say that. I don't know why people do the things that they do. But I said to myself, you know what? This is a learning experience. After being in a house like the house that me and my husband was in, I went to bed quick. I'm like, I want a bigger house. I do. And if for any reason I want an ensuite, a guest suite, if my mommy, if you want, come and stay with me. You know, I just want room. I love spacious houses. I do. Some people don't, but I do. I will hire a cleaning crew to come through and clean up for me too. Straighten up the house every weekend, you know? If you got money, why not? That's paying somebody else. I used to do that in my other house. Somebody come through and clean up for you. Because, you know what, when I think of it, why didn't I do that when I was married? I was in there scrubbing like crazy, trying to get my baseboard sparkling white. I remember that. Am I the only one who did things like that? You know, like okay, you know how you try to impress people, especially my in-laws. You wanted the house just so perfect. I'm scrubbing baseboards like, why isn't it sparkly? Oh no, I'm going to I'm going to be smart about this next time. I'm hiring Mary Maids or Pink Ladies or whatever you want to call it. They're going to come on over and they're going to go ahead and do the work. I'll pay them and say thanks. But yeah, so getting back to life changes, like, all people really want is just happiness. That's all they want. They want happiness. They just want to be happy. That's all. They're not asking for too much. That's all I want. I want to be able to leave my daughter a house when I go on to be with the Lord, and then some. You know what I mean? I want to be able to celebrate with my family. One of the aunts, the cookout at Aunt Mona house, Thanksgiving at Aunt Mona house, Christmas at Aunt Mona house. Aunt Mona's doing something today. Mona got something going on. I like stuff like that. I like celebrations, you know what I mean? My grandmother's always been that type. She always liked doing like celebrations. Like, what's the point? I mean, some people get big houses just to have the space and don't do nothing with it. Other people get big houses and use the house and entertain the house. Because the way I look at it is, I'm 35, man. I'm half of 70. Now, I remember I used to be like, I'm half of 50. And I'm half of 70 now. Shoot, 5 more years, honey, you're going to be the 4-0. Half of 80. I'm like, there's things to do. But I have to make sure that I'm taking care of my body. Like, you got to make sure you can't just be running your body rocket and then go right over to the daggone doctors. That's like the dentist. Like, I would be, every time I be sitting there praying, like, Lord, please let the dentist hurry up. And I had this vision, like, you take your teeth and you just be grinding them into the ground, and then you go to the dentist, like, fix them. You need to take care of your teeth. You do. Y'all, this is off subject. But one time I was at the dentist getting some dental work done, because you know sometimes I can get I'm not terrified anymore, but I was just really scared, you know. And I thought about when my late brother Solomon Powell Coleman, when he was alive, we was at church and the preacher was preaching, right? And her teeth, her partials just flew out her mouth while she was preaching. This is when I'm in a dentist chair, and I'm thinking about this, right? It's like God brought this to my memory. And her teeth flew out her mouth, her partial teeth. And my little brother Solomon was sitting next to me. At that time, I think Solomon was probably like maybe 7. And you know when the preacher drops something, you try to somewhere. So this is not funny. Remember, my brother's 7 years old, right? I'm all sitting there, Solomon, go pick it up and hand it to Pastor Brenda. He gonna go and walk over there. He looks close. He must didn't know what came out of her mouth. He looked close and said, Mona, oh, those are teeth. I mean, he was so loud, and I'm like, if you don't pick it up. And the way he was holding his mouth like, Mona. And he was so loud. I'm like, Solomon, just pick up the teeth. And the whole time I'm in a dental chair, right? Now remember, the Lord brought me back this memory, and I'm getting my teeth done, and I'm all afraid. And when the Lord brought that memory back, when my brother was like, Mona, her teeth. Y'all, while the dentist was doing my teeth, I just started laughing like crazy. I cracked up, and I know the dentist was like, okay. I was laughing so hard because that memory was just, I mean, it was too funny. I mean, can you imagine the kids just pointing out these partials that just flew out of the preacher's mouth onto the floor, and all you wanted them to do was go pick it up for Pastor Brenda, to give it to Pastor Brenda. My brother was not having it that day. He was in shock. He was if the back row didn't know what flew out her mouth, they knew, because Solomon Powell Coleman let it be known her teeth flew out her mouth. And I was just like too thrilled. But anyway, I was so uncomfortable and I was so scared that God brought that to my memory. And I was cracking up, y'all. But anyway, I realized this, that I have to start taking care of my body. What I eat, from the lotions I put on, from the perfumes. Y'all know I like my perfumes, smell good perfumes. I have to start taking care of my body. I have to. And I have to start living a lifestyle where it's just accustomed to the way I eat now. I'm about to be like one of them plant dinosaurs. Like, that's all I'm eating is plants. I'm strictly about to go vegan or vegetarian. And I'm about to eliminate things that my system is just like, no more. No more, please, no more. And I'm about to start doing things that are pleasing to the Lord and that are fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And because of you, I'm all in the intersection. Talking about self-worth on my life. Really? Yes. Self-worth is something when you know you are deserving of it. You're deserving to live a good life, you know? Great minds think alike. Amen to that. Amen to that. And sometimes, y'all, you do got to give yourself a time, because like I said, I've been working Monday through Sunday. You gotta give yourself a rest. You do. You gotta sit back and smell the trees, enjoy the flowers, because God put them there. You know what I'm saying? You just ignoring it and all this liveliness, freshness, and this splendor. You know, I remember talking to my grandmother a couple of weeks ago when I went to go see her, and she said, we was talking about outdoors picnics and stuff, And she said like, oh, I enjoy putting the blanket out on the grass and laying on the grass. And it reminded me of my childhood, like when she would take us out and we would go down to like Haynes Point or in DC where the monuments is and stuff, and we would put the blanket out on the grass and we would lay there looking at the clouds and at the different shapes. And when she said that, I remember feeling the coolness of the ground underneath the blanket. That is a happy moment, a happy time. And it's like sometimes we forget because we're so on our phones and we're so connected that we stop being so connected to nature. You know what I mean? We stop going out. I want to start going for like nature walks and stuff like that. But I'm, you know what I mean? Instead of me saying I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm definitely going to start doing it. So if you're saying to yourself, I need something new, man, and y'all know what else too? I was talking to my niece, right? What time is it? I was talking to yesterday we was in the house. And I was like, let me tell you something, little whippersnapper. These are the type of songs we used to be in. Y'all, we put on crisscross and make you jump. And remember they had I Missed the Bus? I was laughing so hard, and I was like, see, that was a generation that we grew up in. But they used to make music and have fun in it. It was never like this crazy mess you see. Man, y'all gotta go back into y'all. Remember the movie Hook? Your happy thoughts, and hold that thought and fly with it. You gotta go in and you gotta go into your happy thoughts. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Sometimes, y'all, you gotta tap into them happy thoughts. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm gonna put my shoes on because I got my boots on. But yeah, y'all. And I was looking at people's testimonies yesterday about like their houses and stuff. Like the first time I got a mortgage, I had an adjustable rate. That was the worst thing I could have ever did. First of all, I was silly and young. I was like, I'm gonna go shop and I'll pay them next week. So they was like, if you don't pay this money, your house is going to foreclosure. I was like, yikes. And then they gave me an adjustable rate mortgage. So my mortgage went from $1,200 to like $1,700, $1,600. I was like, what is this? And I struggled like crazy with that house. But I was so happy to get rid of that. And then when me and my ex-husband moved into our other home, I thought it was a dream come true. I was so humble. I was like, Lord, thank you so much. And then that got taken. And now I'm looking at other options because I really want to have my own home. Like, I just want a huge room. I want a nail room. I want Symphony to have her own room. I want plenty of space for family. Big backyard. Now I have been seeing houses with pools, but I'm like, everything changes when you have a kid. You like, heck no, I don't want no pool in the backyard unless it's a mansion. That means you got like 2 acres in between the pool. If your baby know how to swim with real good and you can close the thing, you know what I mean? But when you got a kid, you just like, no, nope, no thanks. But anyway, so I'm hoping and praying that I find the right house. And another thing too, when you have a child, you start thinking like the school districts. Is this school good enough? Because there are areas where, and I'm going to just say it like in PG County, in DC, kids be getting in fights like crazy. But then if you go over to like the Virginia line, you don't get none of that. You may get picked on once in a while. They may get in a fight here and there. But it ain't like how crucial it is in DC and PG. So I'm like, I don't want my baby raised in that area. Now you know you wrong. This girl just hops in her car and got all that snow. She gonna get pulled over by the police. That was some lazy stuff. Some schools are horrible, and the district is too. And you got to be very careful where you raise your children at. Prime example: Prince George's County in Washington D.C., especially for black males, is a horrible area to raise your children. I don't care what anybody say, and I'm saying this from experience. You know, it's your kids may come out and be great, but I mean the chances are very high for them being popped or locked up. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Ask me how I know. Ask me how my brother died. You know, so you got to think about that. Like, I'm not going to no school where my daughter, yeah, she may get picked on when she, get up there, but I'm not going and she's going to be getting jumped. Like, I got a best friend, her daughter always getting in fights, getting jumped. Girls is doing crazy stuff. But it's crazy because I got a niece that stay in VA and she don't deal with any of that. Do you have Netflix? I do have Netflix. Only thing, yeah, what movie you talking about? I'm looking for a good movie. Is it drama movie? Is that the movie? What movie you talking about? I got Netflix, but it's like you gotta. It's one of those things where you can afford. Like I've heard. I need for you to watch 7 seconds. I'm gonna look at it. 7 seconds. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not trying to... Symphony going to be going to a private school, if not homeschooling. I just don't have time for it. I end up messing with my kid after they mess with my kid. And these ghetto kids out here, man, it depends on the area you're in. And then now, did y'all hear about the shooting? Another school shooting? That's a whole nother story. But look, y'all gotta go to work. Y'all have a great day today. Go after your dreams. Don't let nobody say you can't, because you can. Be blessed.